Yo, what's up guys, this is HappyNo with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and this time with the Scrapper after the second rework, I will say. Because Scrapper just received a little buff. It is not such a big one, but the Elixir U got buffed by quite a bit, which makes Scrapper now even more viable in my opinion, because Scrapper is a nice damage support dealer, support damage dealer, which you can see here. Maybe if I go ahead and attack one of those guys. Who's free? This guy's free. He's just getting up, and you can just see here what you can do as a Scrapper. This guy just killed him. Scrapper got now a little bit stronger by having Elixir U, granting yourself stability plus the quickness. And of course the Toss Elixir U got also reworked, which makes it again a little bit better in a certain way. But the old Elixir U Toss was also pretty nice. But therefore you have now this one, which you can throw on your own, grant yourself quickness and might, or you can throw it to your allied friends to stun break, to give them a stun break. So you can just choose between those two. Then the next is Toss Elixir R, is the same. But what should have been new, Toss Elixir B, no, it should not be new, but I wanted to say that you can get now, when you play with your elixirs, you can have double stability. Once from your elixir, then the second stability from elixir B, 7 seconds, here we have it 10.5 seconds, and then when you dodge with your hammer, which means you will have more than enough stability. We can remove here, AoE Condi removal, block the shatters, and then just repeat this, stability. You can see it here, I'm having my stability. He won't be able to deal that much of a damage. And I can just repeat here, use my other elixir, grant myself some quickness, interrupt this guy, auto attack just, stun break out of this, grant myself stability, reflect the projectiles, and you can see it here. This guy's, I guess, a disenchanter Condi or something, or normal disenchanter, but he's not even able to get a little bit of damage onto me. And you can see while I walk onto my bandages, I can heal myself up. And basically what you can do now is just be a better support DPS. Now this is a bad example because this guy's playing disenchanter. He's also just having permanent healing, which makes no sense, and tons of defense. Look at those clones. I want to have another guy to attack here, a DPS player. I need a DPS player, so let's go ahead. Look at this, you can just see it here. By just auto attacking this guy, how much I can do work against this thief. I can just do work like this by auto attacking. Now there are again two ways how to play Scrapper, and I will of course show you both. But for this one I will go again with the elixirs, because the elixirs is where the change just happened. With this elixir you will have a hugely increased gameplay style now, because you can play more aggressive. You can use it to revive your allied friends. You can just use it for whatever you want. It is nice, passive as active. For active use, you just use it to deal damage. For passive use, you just use it to retreat from fights and stuff like that. I'm currently on platinum, so my allied friends and the enemy team should also be somewhere between gold and platinum, for the people who want to know it. What's the main thing here, what I'm looking for? I have now here people that can interrupt me all, so therefore I will stay like this. Otherwise I will remove elixir B for the additional what's the name of this elixir? Elixir R, so we can use it more often, have double dodges, and plus the faster revive 10%. But now like this, how it is, I can stay like this, I guess. Or basically I could even remove it. I want to show it to you. I don't know. In team fights, Toss Elixir B is just a little bit stronger, but I'm not so sure. If they are able to kill my allied friends, let's go with the other one. Let's go with Toss Elixir R, just to show you the strength of this. just to show it to you. It has a 12 seconds cooldown, and it will revive downed allies by 70%. So this will be pretty strong. And especially as a scrapper, you can just double revive. We can do this, use the healing skill, AoE swiftness twice, and you can see it here. We will get almost, yeah, if an ally also blasts finisher, you can get almost over a minute plus swiftness. Do this for more mobility, and now you can see it here. If we go for the team fight, it looks like no, we ain't going for the team fight. This guy is going far. We have to be careful about this guy. Heal him up. He's running away. Why? This is bad. I have to kill this guy here. Detection pulse. I give quickness to my ally here. Oh my god, they got the decap. This is pretty bad. I'm not able to get my healing. I just dodged an attack. Stun break out of this. And you can see it here. I'm not able to see my friends, but this is due to other reasons. Using my elixir, double dodging. Now if I die here, if I die, I said. Yeah, I can't do much more, but my team just failed here. I wanted to revive them and stuff, but not like this. My team is a little bit too slow. They need to rotate, but that's not the mistake of me. And you can see it here, the survivability is now pretty much given by the elixir. It gives you a huge advantage over the enemy team. And now my team is again struggling, so I need to be fast there. I'm going for the stomp. I'm going for the stomp. Okay, at least my team is regrouping a little bit. We have a stomp here. And now we can focus onto this guy because he's the threat here, or even this guy. I remove his stability. Blocking a little bit. Going for it. Granting myself the quickness. Giving my allied friends quickness. If they die, they have now the other elixir there. My allied friends are just nowhere. Okay. So if this guy dies now, I will be able to revive him. I let him die. I let him die. Stealth up. You have double revive. I'm not having my double revive for some reason. I don't know why. Using my elixir to not get interrupted. Now I can get this easy mode. Dealing some damage. Throwing this elixir. Trying to interrupt someone. And then going for far. Okay. I've done quite good, I guess. Now my goal is just to hold up against the Hammer Guardian. He will use his ports. This is normal. Just blocking his sword attacks, blocking his hammer. Using my... No, I used it too early. I used that a little bit too early. I'm dodging right now. Oh my god. The Deadeye killed me. I wanted to throw out my... I wanted to throw my elixir R to show you how much you can do with the combo with my stealth. I could have stealthed and get revive from that, and the enemy thief would have not got me, but he just got me with his quickness attacks. Using again, I have to respawn my combo here. Okay, the enemies. I need to help this guy out a little bit. He can go on the point. That's right. I will heal him up. Come with me. You can stay with me. You can stay with me. Stay with me, man. I can give him another quickness and we can just auto attack here. I can give myself also quickness, interrupting this guy. Give some healing. And my ally is just dealing no damage, I don't know why. We can do this, auto attack. I can go for the stomp because he feared my gyro. It took a little bit too much time, but my ally guardian just dealing no damage. That was not so great. Again repeating this, area swiftness. Going for this, stun break for my ally here. No stun break. I can stun break for this guy. So my gyro can stomp. My ally is not capping the point, I don't know why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to do damage because he's getting revived. I interrupt him there. Cripple him. No cripple. But he won't be able to get there on time. Light aura. Touch that. Block a little bit his attacks. Just auto attacking. Area Condi cleanse. With some quickness. You can see it here, the quickness working pretty fine. Getting the buff. And now I'm unkillable. Doing this. Area swiftness. Now I can just go ahead, try to kill this guy. I want my gyro to stomp here. Now what I can do here is go to this guy, heal him up, and now go to the far point again. But now I will do it a little bit better, because the last time I just failed it. The last time I failed it, now I have also my... I will cripple him. Let's see what we can get here. By just blocking his attacks. Stun break out of this. Granting myself a light aura. Interrupting this guy, blocking his elite, interrupting him, and then just repeat a little bit those steps, getting myself some additional healing. Additional healing. I'm about to lose my buff. This will be pretty bad. Okay, I have to run away. Throw this elixir, and now you can see it here, the elixir will just heal me up. Okay, for 1 second. A half second that I will got revived, as you might have seen. But I just lost the buff a little bit too early. I should have used my healing turret and after that used the elixir R. But never mind. That's fine like this. My team is losing somehow, I don't know why. The team support that I mentioned was better with with other elixirs, but you can still do more than enough with your gyros. And now you can see it here. If my ally here getting interrupted, he is getting his what's the name of it? Can do this. I have my stability, so I don't need to be afraid of anything. Rocking out of this. I can stealth myself up, double revive this guy, and you can see it here, double revive working pretty fine. Getting the second revive here, throwing out my elixir, and you can see this pretty fine reviving here. Easy mode, interrupting this guy. stun break, getting my allied friends here some quickness. They are not doing work, but that should change right now. Now I can also just quickness attack here. Poison, reveal. Get the kill, easy mode. That's just what I mean. You can not just only support your allied friends with double revives and your gyros, but you can also freaking deal heavy damage. Give my ally here quickness, and you can see it here how easily it is done to just burst down enemies. Quickness. Just attack him here with my quickness, and you can see it here as a scrapper with Paladin's Amulet you are able to deal more than enough damage. 2.7k, 80% critical hit chance, 2.7k normal damage, and yeah, that's just basically it. What you have to do, you just saw it here. I'm getting tops at offense and revives. I got double revive, and that pretty easily, because if an enemy is not focusing you, you will just get it. Now the strength here that I mentioned is that you have the tankiness, sexiness, and the DPS. Something like that. You are a DPS support. This can be said also from the druid, but now that you have the quickness play, you have your double quickness play, you are able to deal more than enough damage to be pretty annoying. You can beat also low HP targets in combination with Thunderclap and Rocket Charge. Plus your elixir gun gives you the mobility that is needed. And for example here, as I just said it, do this, and then also your healing turret, explode, something with 26 seconds plus swiftness only when you do it on your own. And then when with the elixirs, you can just play between them, better said swap between them. The recommended one is of course now Elixir U, because it is a stun break. It gives you a decent amount of stability, plus vigor and might and quickness, which will allow you to dodge more often, and with the quickness you can just apply more bursts. Especially strong in combination with Electro While. It deals immediately all the damage, plus Shock Shield will also deal 5 times heavy damage immediately. And as you just might have seen when I showed you here the power, which I will show you here one more time, if I go and attack one guy here, like this, for example this guy, we just attack him here, and then we go ahead and use our elixirs a little bit, granting ourselves here some more might stacks. I have now my quickness using my healing skill, and now I can just burst down a little bit, walk, and you can see it here. I have now my second elixir, using the other elixir as well, and you can see 2.8k damage just by this, using this, and you can see 5k damage. The damage output is pretty nice. Most people don't believe it right now, but it is nice. You can see 2.8k almost power, plus I'm having almost most of the time, better set, fury, so I will be critting the entire time. I don't have the ferocity, so my crits will deal not that really much damage, but they will deal more than enough. You are able to get those 6 to 8k burst combos out, which make this build, again, as I said, it pretty viable right now, and I can see the comeback of the scrapper right now. Because the other thing is the gyro. Double gyro revive plus the revive with elixir R is insane and intense. And if you don't need that, you can also go for yourself, but you saw also in the fight against the Reaper, it helped me out because this elixir R is also strong with a double full endurance recharge. It will remove one condition plus remove immobilize, and it gives you might. Pretty nice. What you can do otherwise to increase your own survivability is Elixir S. You can stealth yourself and down allies, but you don't really need that any longer because you will have your gyro for that. And Elixir S is just a nice lifesaver overall, or to stomp enemies. What else I recommend is just Elixir B. Elixir B is like the thing to go because it gives you all the boons. You can see it here. Boon, 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 boon. And you will have increased might stacks, as you can see it here. All those boons by having Elixir B. You will have crit and might and the quickness from the Elixir U. So you will be pretty deadly. With that, in fact, you will also gain Toss Elixir B to grant yourself stability or your allied friends. So you will have 1 stability, 2 stabilities, and 1 with your hammer. So this is also a mix between that, which makes this build also a lot viable. Especially strong is Elixir B, because when you stomp with your gyro, because your gyro has no stability, you can just throw it to your gyro and let your gyro stomp. This is something that most people don't ever use when they play Scrapper. What else can you do? I don't know. The turrets have a little longer cooldown. Maybe rocket charge for the mobility can be used, or even the bulwark gyro just for the damage reduction can also be a viable option. But I recommend, if you play it with elixirs, to go with only elixirs, because you will remove conditions like this and do a lot more work. Sigil of Energy and Sigil of Exploitation, because as I said, we are able to deal enough damage. Otherwise, you can also maybe try out Sigil of Agility or a Revocation to remove boons, and then Rune of Leadership for max boon duration. You can see it here, 10.5 seconds. The quickness and stability, pretty nice, and of course also the vigor, I forgot about that. When you get those boons for such a long duration, you just know that you can do a lot of work. You can dodge, you can have stability, quickness, auto attack, deal damage, and get your endurance back within that time. The next is Inventions. Automated medical response, mecha legs, bunker down, HGH, lesser elixir, S, invigorating speed, perfectly weighted, repeat regeneration, and adaptive armor. So what does this build do is, when you dodge with your hammer, you get almost for 6 seconds stability, plus your hammer attacks have a 10% damage increase. This is pretty nice. Swiftness and super speed will grant you additional HP regeneration. That's why I always do this, thunderclap with that, which means when we do this, we have the swiftness regeneration, and afterwards when we use our healing skill, we gain this power regeneration, so we will have double HP regeneration by swiftness and regeneration, plus the normal healing that we get from our healing turret. And adaptive armor is there because we're playing with the elixirs, so we don't need the gyro here. Final salvo. Adaptive armor, gain barrier when struck, reducing common condition damage while you have a barrier. This is every 3 seconds, and the barrier, who will know it, has also a 3 seconds duration or something like that. Condition damage reduced by 20%, which means you are also stronger against Condi players. You don't have to be afraid of that, and you have enough Condi cleanse by using Elixir U, Elixir B, this and this, double elixirs, triple elixir, I forgot about that, and then also super elixir, and your healing skill will also cleanse most of your conditions that you will suffering from. Then of course don't forget Sneak Gyro in combination with Leadership will also convert 2 conditions into boons from you and nearby allies, which is also pretty strong. And yeah, that's basically the build. So what you can do is try to interrupt enemies with Thunderclap, be annoying, support your allied friends with your elixirs because you can throw them, heal your allied friends with your healing turret. I know it sounds not like that much, but twice area healing for your allied friends will heal them up like 4 or 5k, I don't know, 4k I guess, and that's like more than enough. And you can see it here, your HP is 22k, and you can deal, as you saw in this video, also decent damage. So you ain't just there to bunker, to be not able to deal damage or not able to support your allied friends, but you can deal more than enough. And you can also double revive allied friends, stomp from the distance, and do just your work. So that's the Scrapper overall DPS support. I hope you like this video, and for any questions, of course, just ask me under this video. And now you will see, as always, 3 of my other videos, plus you can subscribe to my channel if you don't already have done that. And that was basically it. Thanks all for watching, I really appreciate it. That was HappyNo with some decent Scrapper gameplay. I see you in my next videos. Bye bye all.